Very interesting question. Being
Let me decide that.
Being an editorial director, where you've worked previously, you recruit. Sometimes you engage a lot, and beautiful girls work on TV. Those we see on TV. So that environment, and we've once in a while shared that same environment. People have different kinds of agenda, and especially in media. Have you been in a place where there's been a setup, one, but beyond that, where you think, this is not a very bad idea? And since the environment sometimes encourages it, how have you been able to deal with that, especially with the TV girls?
Unatumia kizungu mingi. I'm not sure, Amanda.
This is what
you're asking me whether I am attracted to the beautiful girls or what. Let me try and help you here. I think that it's a question of, according to me, a question of identity. Constantly reminding myself who I am being determined here by where I came from, and I'm not talking about my village in around Lake Victoria. I think that it is normal to look at people and appreciate what kind of people they are, how they look, and whatever. It is normal. What you do with that is a different story. I think one of the things that I have tried to do in my career is to ensure that the decisions that I make, I'll give you an example. I have very good friends of mine, like personal friends, but even they know that when it comes to the work that I do, I will not just like put you on air because you're my friend, or if some people mention you adversely somewhere, that now I will not put it on air. The best I'll do is say, hey, kuna watu wamekulima leo, you need to find something to say, because that is really what our work is, to make sure that when people are mentioned adversely, we give them that chance. What am I trying to say with this? When it comes to things like girls and whatever, I know girls. I mean, those girls that you see in media, there are many of them that, they look the way they do, but they have many personal challenges. I have had people come to my office and crying, and I put them there and I pray for them in my office, and I ask them to go in peace. And so it's a question of who are you? It's a question of who are you, and do you understand why you are here? I believe that the mission that I have, being in the journalism space, God didn't put me here just to get beautiful girls. I'm sure there are many of them out there, but I believe that there's a bigger agenda. So yes, there are many. I think I've been fortunate. I don't remember having what I can call a setup, but I know I remember telling myself many times, reminding myself why I do what I do. And so just keeping that in mind and being transparent about everything, and making sure that I don't send the wrong message. But I try as much as I can to make sure that I try and treat people the same, and try and make sure that people understand what the rules are for everybody. But I don't believe that my feelings towards anybody should determine how I recruit. I work this way. I mean, I believe a lot in the people I work with. And so every time there is an opportunity to employ people, I try to make sure I have the very best, because I am here now. It doesn't mean the work has stopped. There will be a news bulletin tonight. If I have some bogus people because they looked good, what's going to happen? So I think it's really about not losing focus. I get people who can do the job, whether you think they don't look good, whether they look good, whether they are men, whether they are women. I try to emphasize on that, because then I have peace of mind that even if I have a meeting out of the office, I know nothing will go wrong. If you go that route that you're suggesting, you end up with all manner of people who are pretty faces, but they won't be very helpful in other ways.
But they are pretty faces who are good at what they do. They are pretty faces who are good at what they do. Moving on swiftly. So Joe shared some facts. He shared.
No, it is
I'm
fine.
so happy about this moment.
No, you
that,
are one of them.
I have.